Hey everybody, this is Reda. If you're new to Uwear, this is the video to watch to generate your first images. If you've been using Uwear for a while, stay tuned because you'll get to see how to create your own AI models and keep them consistent across generation. So let's get going. The first step is always to upload the clothing. So here I'm starting from scratch and I have this kid's t-shirt. Names is really just for your reference, and wherever the name you put here, it will be referenced in the final photo you generate. Some users asked us for this, and we put it in. In terms of description, it's optional. You can leave it empty. We'll ask an AI to look at the item and generate a description. So you see here it says yellow, short sleeve t-shirt, holographic, geometric braids, blue round neckline, relaxed fit. Maybe what the AI couldn't get is that this is a kid's t-shirt and sometimes it can affect the fit. So I'm adding here the word kids. It will help with the quality of the output. Okay, next step is to create our model. A model that we're going to keep throughout our collection. So I'll head here and I'll click on Generate Model, and then here you describe the ideal model you want. So let's say, I don't know, maybe a 10 years old male black kid. And here, okay, let's go with 5. So we have a broader choice. So how this generation process work is we ask you to really focus on the ideal model that represents your brand. Like, don't mention any clothing or background, or really focus on the person you want to see that represents the best your brand, and give it a shot. Okay. So here, okay, this is not this one is not, does look like it's 10 years old. Okay, I like this one. So let's go with this one. So if you want to keep this one, you go to this little icon at the bottom right, save model, and let's go with let's give it a name for our reference. Let's say kid one. What did I do? I think I closed it. Kid one. I hit save. You should see a little confirmation that it was saved. You can save other from here, but for now, let's go with this one. So now we have our kids. If you click on it, it opens a page, and you will see here all the photos that have been generated with this avatar. So exactly like in Manage Assets, where if I click on my clothing, they'll see all the images associated with that clothing. So now we're ready to generate our first image. So we had to generate images. We pick our t-shirt, we pick our model, and we type in our prompt. And the AI will do much of the work. So you can really just put in, if you're looking for studio photography or like outdoor, or if the kid is in a park, but it does help to provide a comprehensive description of the final photo. So here I can type in 10 years old kid wearing a t-shirt and studio photography with a white background. Then I get to pick. So here you can force it if you have some requirement of a specific hex code in terms of branding. AI cannot generate specific hex code, so if you toggle this and pick a color, what it's going to do, it's going to remove the background and replace it with this solid color. And so if you're doing this, just mention studio photography, so the lighting is consistent with studio photography. But for now, let's not use this. The next input is the camera. If you choose auto, the AI look at the clothing description and will just generate the zoom it think best shows the product. So here it's a top, so it's probably gonna default to some kind of mid shot, like an upper body. If it was a dress um, or a long coat, will probably default to full body. You can also pick the other option to force it to a zoom. Again, it will never be 100%, but it does increase the chances that we get the results we want. If you pick lower body and you have a top, you're just gonna confuse it, and God knows what would come out. Okay, so we're ready. Let's go with 5 and hit generate. So it does take between 5 and 7 seconds per photo to generate. Here you see like a rough estimate depending on the current usage on the app. Okay, I got my kit with my t-shirt. Let me check my prints. They seem consistent. This is not an easy t-shirt to generate because the prints are very specific. I have kind of I have the same model. This is like it's still experimental in the sense that you might get some different haircuts from one model to another, but they should stay somewhat the same. But the face is exactly the same across the photos. Okay, I like this. Let's try a full body. Let's just go with 3. So there's less weight. And while it generates, maybe we can try another t-shirt. Okay, let's try this. Okay, test active t-shirt. I'm gonna mention that it's a kid's active t-shirt. I just want to show you how different images with the same model, how consistent they are. Let's see if my full body. Okay, my full body came out. Impeccable. Looks like the t-shirt got good. Maybe some variance in color from one to another, but out of the 3, I think these 2 are pretty close to our input. And of course, here we didn't mention the rest of the outfit. So AI complement by itself. But if you do mention here, like a color of sneakers and etc., it should get it. Okay, let's try the other. Let me get my kit, get my t-shirt, and again, 10 years old, wearing active t-shirt. Maybe in the gym. Let's see. Let's keep it auto and hit generate. This t-shirt is also very tough to generate because it has 2 small details, one at the bottom, one here. They're like 5% of the fabric, but the most important in the whole item. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Well, little our kid is getting carried away in this one, but looks nice in this one. Okay, now if I remove the model and I hit generate, just gonna test how, like, to show you that using a model is optional. Because a lot of our users don't have this request, like the wholesaler or secondhand reseller. Uh, but our brands that have an e-com that says directly to customer have this requirement. So you you don't have necessarily to use model. I'm just trying this prompt to show you what it looks like when we don't input a model. Okay. Oh yeah, I just hit it 10 years old. I didn't even mention a gender. Okay, so here you see you get uh, five completely different kids wearing our active T-shirt. Somehow in this setup decided that the default decided that it should be a full body. Um, but here we go. So if you go back to manage model and you hit on this, you get to see all the photo we generated with our kids. I think that's it for this videos. Uh, this is Please, if you have any feedback, don't hesitate. Particularly about around the model feature. This is brand new. We just launched it yesterday. Um, so if you have feedback or things we can improve around how to use them and save them, we're all here. Thank you very much.